Whoa!
No! I'm gonna cry.
Today we are reacting to episode 15 and 16 of Gurren Lagann. In the last two episodes, the generals were taken out. Gurren got some upgrades. And what else, Megan? What else happened?
We got to binge 4 episodes in a row. That's why I'm wearing the same outfit.
that's we were just looking for a window to say that. We were speculating on what could potentially happen at the end of the last episode, and hopefully we get some more answers in these 2 episodes.
I mean, there was buildings falling from the sky.
What
the
are
whole
in these buildings? We assume beastmen.
Is a beastman.
It's
or it's a gunman.
There is a drill, but it looked different. The Teplin looked different than the thing we saw at the end of the last episode. So hopefully those things get answered. So excited. As always, this is always an incredible series to get to sit down and react to. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it today with episode 15, titled, I Will Head Towards Tomorrow.
Love it. It's like a top. Don't blow your top.
Don't blow your top, blow your bottom. That's what happens when I drink milk. I blow my bottom. They're trapped.
Holy shit. Oh, her jacket.
I love that.
Oh, so cute.
I didn't know she had the symbol on the back.
I know. Holy shit. Oh my god.
This is crazy. This is what I'm saying. This is like finale stuff.
Okay, music.
Okay, haunting, triumphant, kind of. Oh, now we're cooking. See, what the fuck is this thing? I mean, obviously it's a gunman, but still, like, what?
Woo!
It's gigantic. Biggest one we've seen yet.
What?
They both use the drill or a drill.
Drill.
An identical signature. Whoa, dude.
There it is. Oh!
Oh my god. They
He's
got
just waiting.
They got up close and personal.
It's smiling.
And the animation is popping off this episode. Flicked him like a booger.
That's just gonna be like, kill my father, please. Girl, no. They're fucked.
Whoa.
Woo! Cute.
Oh, cute. That is cute. Yeah, the animation is insane this episode. This show is insane, dude. How we've gone from a hole in the ground to this. and the heavens beyond.
右情報に手薄なところ。
よし、チャンスを逃すな。グレン・ラガンと大グレンのパワーを合わせればいける。
Wow. What is that, a giant hammer? Woo! God damn.
Got him. Got him.
Busted through.
Got. Oh! Straight to the headquarters. Oh!
I mean,
Fuck you, Spiral King.
今ので全部出しちゃったけど。
もう眠らせてあげましょう。
どうした何の爆発
心配ない。シモン、お前はロージェネムのところへ行け。
だけど
早く行きなさい。
どこ？
行ってシモン。そのためにみんな必死でやってきたんだから。
分かった。
大グレン、最後の大仕事よ。
No.
this is what I'm saying. They keep subverting expectations. Like this is some final episode of the series shit.
Over.
Does that mean they're gonna get the Spiral King's gunmen? Because they're cooked.
Oh shit.
They're done.
頼んだわよ。シモン。
Bro.
ついたようだな。螺旋の男よ。
Viral.
I guess it's his personal bodyguard now.
さすがだ、シモン。
Protecting the most important man in the world to the Beastmen. Whoa.
Looks like a
like a
freaking
Ava.
Ava. Yeah, it really did.
寝る必要なく戦い続けることのできる体を。
He got an upgrade. He got an upgrade.
ここが貴様の袴だ、シモン。
Bro, imagine fighting somebody with that.
He's sweeping him right now.
The power of the spiral.
確かにわしは死ぬことのない体をそなたに与えた。しかしそれは戦いのためではない。貴様はこの螺旋王の勝利を永久に語り継ぐ語り部となるのだ。語り部。そこで見ているがいい。
Bro, they're gonna get fucking rocked.
そして未来永劫を語り継ぐのだ。螺旋王に反旗を翻すことの無意味さをな。ニヤか。
お久しぶりです、お父様。
元気そうだな。お前の顔をもう一度見るとは思わなかったぞ。
なぜなのですか、お父様。人々を地下に押し込め、地上に出れば殺してしまう恐ろしいことです。なぜそんなひどいことをなさったのですか。
無知とは恐ろしいものよ。お前たちは自分を正義と信じておるのかもしれんが、この世界を守っているのはわしなのだ。
Right, because humans
こそが人類の
destroy the planet?
I think.
何を言ってる。
この世界が間違っているとお気づきにならないのですか。
ニヤよ、わしの作った世界こそが人が生き残る唯一の道なのだ。そこから外れたお前たち、これ以上好きにさせておくわけにはいかん。人類のために死ぬがよい。
God damn, dude.
なかなか強い螺旋力を持っているな。
It's like the Force.
その力が滅びをもたらすとも知らずに教えてやろう。
Whoa.
Whoa!
Those are his fucking drills that he drills.
He drills his drills.
Whoa! It does look like an Ava Evangelion Unit 1 shit.
お父様。
あれはグレン・ラガンタイプ。
Lagann.
反応を示していた原因はこれか。
Yeah, they're gonna get their asses
This
whooped.
is not gonna be good.
I'm starting to wonder if, like, could be a stretch, so I'll save it to the end. I'll save it to the end.
かつてお前のように戦った男がいた。その行いが人類を滅ぼすことになるとも知らずにな。
See?
何 何のことだ。
There was a drill boy before him.
Woo!
I love that move. This shit reminds me of some Zatch Bell shit right here.
Oh my god.
This man just bit that drill off. Bit the tip. He bit the tip.
Off. Oh shit.
I mean, his gunman looks so cool, though. I mean, fuck this guy. Fuck the Spiral King, bitch ass Spiral King. But he looks cool. He looks good.
諦めるな。無理を通して道理を蹴っ飛ばすのが俺たちグレンダンなんだよ。
Yes, yes, yes.
俺を信じろ。お前を信じる。俺を信じろ。
Damn. This guy's wild.
He's crazy.
No! Oh my god!
What the fuck?
He's gonna catch it.
Did he sacrifice himself right now? Oh my.
He's gonna, yeah, I knew it.
自爆した。
なるほど。伊達にここまでたどり着いたわけではないが、体を失ったお前にもはや人影らの勝ち目もない。
ガタガタ言ってんじゃねえ。負けねえんだよ。ミヤが、ヨーコが、ロシュウが、ロンが、キタンが、ダヤッカが。
They are struggling.
Of
They are
course.
fucking
Of
struggling
course.
right
Of
now.
course. Yes, and that we believe in. What? I mean, we don't know if they've done much. Oh. What is he? He's not human. His head is glowing. Oh my god, what is he?
He's the devil.
He's endeavored. What is he? See, look at Vero looking like all confused. Oh my god!
Oh, I'm nervous.
Yeah, me too. This show is not afraid to kill people. Not afraid to do the unthinkable.
Oh, got it. Got him.
Oh!
The court drill, bitch.
Oh!
Fuck you, bitch.
That was so gangster. Whoa! Yo! What if they just took him out right now? Oh, watch. Bro. They took out the Spiral King! An episode where it was 15!
We don't know yet.
100万匹の猿がこの地に満ち月は地獄の使者となりて螺旋の星を滅ぼす。
どういうことだ。
He's gone. He's done. Bro, you saw how tall that shit was? He's fallen all the way to the ground.
I mean, he was already dead. His organ. I mean, his
I mean, if that didn't
giant
count for
hole.
some reason, then yeah, the fall will. This show is crazy, dude.
お父様、私は明日へ向かいます。
And of course,
he can't die.
Viral. Oh, I guess he can't. Yeah.
So that's why he did a little chuckle. He's like, I'm dead. I'm just
He's
falling.
like, bye. And he fell through the rubble.
敵顔面前期動
I mean, they did it. A lot of thoughts. The OP. I mean, this feels like the end of the show, but it's like the end of an arc, I guess, a part.
It's literally like what he said. I mean, now we move towards, like, I guess they have to stop world annihilation now.
Well, yeah, I mean, we'll talk about it, but I feel like there's something else going on, obviously, that they don't know about.
Aliens?
Aliens. He did say something about, what did he say? What was the exact word he used?
He said a drill will exterminate the earth if there's too many apes.
Apes. Wow. The 7th day. To be continued some more. Just in case you thought that was the finale. I guess a lot of people thought. All right. I need to go back and see his message real quick. This is a crazy shot and reveal. To overflow the million apes. The world of the spiral.
Okay, yeah. So that's what he was trying to stop this entire time. That's why he made the Beastmen instead of having humans, so humanity could live on, not with humans, but with these animal-esque beings, because of what we've seen in other stories where, like, humans are the ones that destroy the earth. If it's like the humans weren't there, it'll be repopulated with animals. It's kind of like a Sweet Tooth situation.
And like Mother Earth will fight back, will bring balance back.
So he's saying that once they hit a milli,
right,
something from the moon is going to come down. But I think that there are people on the moon or in space that do that. Potentially. I don't think it's like I don't know. Because, I just don't. Have destroyed the earth again and again, because of what we see now is remnants of what happened before when there came to be a million.
I like the idea of, okay, the Spiral King, of course, is immortal and has fought these people back many times before, but has never been defeated until now. I like the idea of a villain, someone who's been set up since the very beginning to be this very horrible person and still is. I like the idea of them also doing what they're doing in their own twisted way to protect humanity.
Yes.
And I think that's why he is a complex kind of character, and I want to kind of unpack him a little bit more because he is abandoning daughters. I mean, the Beastmen are his creations, right? So the fact that he would treat them poorly, it doesn't shock me, but the daughter thing is kind of throwing me off a bit.
I do think that he was maybe human at some point.
Yeah.
And because of the spiral power, he did become immortal and had like capabilities. He maybe like honed it, like he said, if you like the longer they live with the spiral power, the more it gets to their head. Kind of like an Ice King situation. Right. Like, I think that like he had the best intentions, but he kind of went mad with the power, maybe. And he said like, oh yeah, there was someone that a man I fought a long time ago that was trying to do the same thing as you, but maybe he was that man and he fought the other Spiral King. Maybe it's like a whole cycle. Right. And now Simon is in that spot, but Simon might be the one to break the cycle. Right. Finally.
And that's what I was thinking during their fight. The thing that I said I wanted to mention was, I think somehow, because it is very possible that when we see Simon in space, and we assume, I think we've been flat out told that that's Simon. I just never know. That could happen, right?
Might be Simon's son.
That could happen at the end of the series. Not even Simon's son. It could be that now somehow Simon is granted immortality, gains
the Spiral King,
the spiral power, or is able to use it to unlock immortality. Because we have to look at Spiral, and it was really like this should have been apparent since the very beginning. But you never know how much a show is going to lean on certain things. At a certain point, when we saw how great Gurren was at telling its story, we should have put it together sooner. But so it was like this. It's obviously the drills and Lagann, which again, humor me, dude. Reminds me of like Rasengan, which is a Naruto move, but it's a move that like you use rotation, right?
Spiral.
And then Uzumaki, Naruto Uzumaki takes you to Genji Ito's Uzumaki, and Uzumaki spirals. And the whole thing about spirals, and me right now spiraling.
Like, where are you going? You're just attaching everything that connects.
I'm really trying to pull from like what we know about
spirals.
The mythology, the meaning behind spirals and like other media to try to help us better understand and like predict where and what the spiral in this story is going to represent or mean, or like what's going to happen, right?
Yeah, I think that, I mean, bringing it back to like the Spiral King, I guess, like why he did what he did, it's kind of apparent now, but also like it was all kind of linked together, like putting the people in the ground so that maybe if there was a million, whatever is in the sky couldn't see that there was a million like apes.
And I
know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not just for like population control, because like I don't know if he knows how many people have been born and died.
But they can't survive. They can't thrive underground. So I don't think they would ever. And I don't
exceed that amount.
And a million might have just been like a number, right?
It's a very specific number.
I mean, like a certain million or whatever, a certain amount. I don't.
Certain million.
I mean, I don't know.
He literally said a million.
I don't know if it's an exact number that would cause like. Something to happen, and it might be.
That's crazy. Like he doesn't have like counter.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that they can't thrive. Humans can't thrive underground. So
no, but I'm saying,
right. I know what you're saying.
On surface, if they were allowed on surface and there was a million on surface, then maybe that might happen.
Sure.
But if there was a million underground, they might be keeping it under wraps. You feel me?
Sure,
it may be a loophole that he found,
or he's just hiding them. He's trying to hide them. He's trying to say that there are maybe none. Maybe he's like, there's no humans on this planet.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I do get what you're saying, but I'm just trying to look at every option. I'm just trying to humor every possibility, I guess, because it could be that, and like you said, it could be that
it could be, not that it is,
and it could be that there is actual other entities on the moon. And it's not just like a Mother Nature type of situation, because we have seen in the flash forward them fighting with people in space. So it's interesting. I don't know which I like more. I'm curious to see like what it'll end up being. But there are other people up there, and I think I get confused sometimes because there's different moons or suns. I think there's the iconic. There's two, right? When I was like putting together some of the graphics for the show, there's
two.
There's like two suns or two moons. So but I think I've heard this planet be called Earth before, but maybe it's not even Earth. Maybe they're not even on Earth. But then they talk about things from the past like it is Earth. Anyway, something could have happened to the planet after hundreds of years of just whatever's going on up there. But again, it's all symbolic and it's all piercing to the heavens. Like they're going to have to now. I love that, dude. I love that this show just keeps doing that. It keeps subverting expectations and going beyond where most shows would just end and saying like, now there's going to be another threat that's going to come to you. You think I'm the bad guy? You think I'm the one you have to worry about? I was protecting you from what's really up there because you guys have no fucking clue what's up there. And now they're going to be happy for a little while. They're going to be chilling for a little while. And we might even get another like time skip, honestly. How would you feel about that? How would you feel about getting another time skip?
It'd be crazy.
And we see Nia and Simon and their baby.
It's not going to happen.
We see Yoko and Simon.
I feel like Nia's going to die.
You think so?
For sure.
And what about Viral, man?
Viral's never going to die.
Again.
He's just going to be his rival forever.
Forever.
And they're both, immortal, so they're going to go head to head forever. I feel like everyone in Simon's life is going to fucking perish.
Yes, and that's why I think at the the flash forward we saw, we didn't see anybody with him, and he still looked relatively young because he's immortal now. That's what I'm thinking, and it is a cycle, drill, spinning, spiral.
Spiral,
viral. Oh my God! It doesn't stop. The connections, the Pepe Sylvia connections don't stop.
Who's that?
It's from It's Always Sunny, Charlie. Pepe Sylvia.
Oh, Pepe Sylvia, yeah. I was thinking about the frog.
Pepe the Frog?
You know?
It sounds familiar.
You don't know?
No, not off the top of my head. It's not coming to my mind.
He's like the sad frog.
Oh, right. Oh, right. Yeah. Of course. Anyway, I don't know where the series can go. I mean, obviously they're going to have to deal with that threat, but I want to know more. I have to see more. And luckily, we have one more episode to react to. So without further ado, we will jump into that. However, I failed to mention this earlier. We will see about episode 16, but we might be able to skip episode 16 because I think it is just from what I saw online and on Reddit. And even the title of the episode is compilation episode.
Yeah. Before we started recording, someone commented on one of our videos and
so
said,
funny.
What did they say?
Semen and Kamina.
I was like, compilation episode. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of own that now, dude. Like, that was a game changer, dude. That's something that I will never not be able to associate with the word compilation.
Yeah. They really were in their bag.
They really did it. Dude. They figured it out.
They figured it out. They cracked the code.
Yeah.
It's so simple. It gets so complex.
It's genius.
It's genius.
Okay, so we'll see. But even by the name of it, I think that it will be something we can skip, a recap that we can skip. So we might be able to jump right into episode 17. But let's see. Yeah, I had heard that there's no new footage at all in this
Really?
episode. Yeah.
Okay, then we might be able to skip it.
Yeah, it's like a recap. Someone's writing something down in a book like Light Yagami over here. Oh, damn, they're writing fast. Look, a new outro.
Oh.
Whoa, what is this?
This is concept.
Whoa. Wow, this is so cool. Cute.
To see all the changes that have been made.
Wow, I love that. Oh, let's go. I love time skips, dude. Let's go.
Okay, I don't want to see anything.
Neither do I.
Okay.
So it looks like we can skip 16. We did a recap, but we just scrubbed through it a little bit, saw the end, and saw the 7-year time skip. So we didn't want to see any more. Let's just jump into episode 17. You don't know anything, and we don't.
We don't. Is Simon gonna look the same? Who's gonna look different?
Dude, he's gonna look like Kamina.
Oh my God, I don't want to do it.
Is there a new
I don't want to do it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Do they look the same? Is it just clips from the last?
Yeah. Oh shit, dude.
No! I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna fucking cry right now.
It's like the next generation. Oh my God. Wow, this is fucking cool as hell, dude. Is that a ring? Put a ring on it? Mom, that's her mom. Wow, dude, this is exciting. This is so exciting. Whoa. It's B-roll. Yeah, look at him.
I can't do this.
This is so fucking lit. 7 years since the fall of
Oh.
Teplin. Kamina City, the new capital. See, they brought humanity to the surface. You're crying.
That was too much for me. That was too much.
They got a whole city society. That was fast. 7 years. That was fast.
By Nia's butler. He's a beast man?
Yeah. Is that what they said?
Yeah, they did. Oh my God.
Yeah, you gotta worry about that. Oh my God.
His drill pen!
He's the Hokage now!
こちらは市民の苦
情。Wow.
全く勝手なものです。みんなすっかり穴蔵生活を忘れている。いいじゃないか。そうでしょう。
Wow, this is fucking crazy. This is wild. I haven't got used to it yet.
ごきげんよ
う。ミヤ、どうした？
お昼作ったから。ロシューごめんなさい。あなたの分忘れてました。
いえ、結構です。15分後には首脳部会議です。それまでに済ませてくださいね。
Wow. They're making weapons, dude.
こちら、科学局長。
Whoa!
So they are trying to go to the moon.
Yep. I love that Liron is thriving in the future. 7 years.
総司令と呼んでください。キタン法務局長。100万匹。
Wow, he's a gangster.
100万匹の猿がこの地に満ちたとき、月は地獄の使者となりて、螺旋の星を滅ぼす。これが老ジェノムが最後に残した言葉だ。しかし大したもんだな。7年前にはあれが衛星だとも知らなかった俺たちが。
The moon was a satellite.
この世界の人口が100万人になるのがいつか確認する必
So
要
it does have to be 1 million exactly, I guess. But how do they gauge that?
I know.
こいつらに数数えさせようってのが間違いなんだから。誰も自分で数えろとは言ってない。組織を使えばいいんです。だからそんな器用なことができる連中じゃねえんだってば。じゃああなた方はなんで政府に残ってるんですか。会議のたびにそうやってふんぞり返ってそれが仕事ですか。水に合わないと去っていった人たちの方がよっぽど潔い。いい加減にしろ。
He's a G. He's made for this. He's made to rule.
僕から出してもいいでしょうか。ああ。大丈夫。ジョーガンもバリンボーも今までの地位は変わらない。この件に関してはロシューに任せる。それだけだから。なんだよあの言い方は。俺たちだって。
Whoa!
What the heck?
食いっぷりが違いますな。ガンガン食べてくださいよ。何せ革命の英雄カミナとシモンもこのわしの豚ムグラステーキを食べて育て。
This is their like village leader?
わしは二人の育ての親ですよ。
Cashing in.
He's clouded up.
100万匹の猿か。螺旋王のたわごとだろ。どこまで信じられるか分かりゃしねえ。
バカ。ダヤカは自分の子供のことを心配してんだよ。
That's gonna be the millionth one. How much you wanna bet?
Oh, that's cute. I told you!
Congratulations!
綺麗になっただろう。この町、みんなお日様の下で笑いながら暮らしている。
そうだね。
もうそろそろいいかなって思うんだ。王女とかグレンダンとかそういうのじゃなくて、ただ同じものを見て、同じ音を聞いて同じように笑う。そういう暮らしをしてもいいんじゃないかって。俺の目がニアの目で、ニアの耳が俺の耳で、そういうのいいんじゃないかって。こ
れは？
結婚しよう、ニア。
やだ。
Because he
なれないんじゃないかなって。夫婦なんてそんなもんだけどさ。でもさ、言葉の流行ってもんでしょそれは。お姉ちゃんお腹。あの穴を掘るかグレン・ラガンで戦うしか能のないシモンが7年かかって言った言葉でしょ。どうなのよそこは。あんたの気持ちは？私の気持ち。そう、大事なのは言葉の意味じゃない。その時の気持ち。
She's wearing the ring.
I know.
結論出たんじゃん。相変わらず浮世離れしたお嬢さんね。
It's so funny how fast they became like domesticated, I guess, in a way. They all just like took to living in homes and having luxuries that they've
That's
never
what he
had,
said. That's
ever
what he
had.
said.
Yeah. The Kamina Monument.
Where is she?
Yeah.
どうしても行くのか？
議会とか政治とかそういうのどうも向かないのよね。
そんなことないです。
She went rogue.
さんならきっとうまくやれます。
ダメ。あんたたちがしっかりやればいいじゃない。じゃあね。
She left.
しっかり守るのよシモン総司令官
なかなか守らせてはくれないんだなあのお嬢さんはニヤか
多分私とシモンは違う人間ですずっと違う人間ですありがとうこの指輪
よしやったー兄貴やったぞ嬉しそうですねロシウ君何の用かね南ヘンピーナ地区で反政府ゲリラの攻撃です何
Oh, fuck.
ビラルかよし俺もグレンラガンでダメですあなたは新政府総司令官です実戦に出るのはあなたの仕事ではないビラルだぞ俺が決着をつけなければあなたの仕事をしてください
He needs to be in the action. He's had a rough go since this new world began. Wow, dude. They grow up so fast.
They got him.
I mean, we know he's the king of getting out of shit, so. Oh, damn.
なんだその目はなぜそこまでして俺たちに逆らうもう戦いは終わったんだテッペリンの玉座に収まっている男に言われたくはないどういう意味だあれを見ろ俺は彼らを守ろうとした人間かああそうだ
See, he's what? Protect the humans.
Oh, they want to live underground.
I mean, that's all they've ever known. I mean, there would be people who would want that. Right?
やってることは螺旋王と同じなんじゃないか。シモン。能書きは結構だ。反政府行動は法廷で裁く。言いたいことは裁判で言いたまえ。裁判だとなんだそりゃ。人間が手に入れた新しい知恵だ。ロシウ、なぜ黙っていた？地下に住もうという人間を無理やり地上に引っ張り出すなどと俺が命令したか。ビラルの挑発に乗ってはいけません。奴は。
This is not looking good.
For both of them, no.
Yeah.
Internal conflict.
事実です。だったら人口確認のためです。我々の目の届かないところにいたら正確な人間の数が把握できない。それを避けるのは政府の責任です。失礼します。それでどうするつもりだ ?100 万人目の人間が分かったらこの地球から放り出すのかそれじゃお前のいたアダイの村と同じじゃないか
Exactly. Yep. That's beautiful. Full circle.
補佐官、螺旋力研究所より連絡がありました。生体コンピューターの起動に成功した模様です。
I really hope he doesn't become evil.
Yeah.
これで世界の秘密を知ることができる。
シモン総司令官を筆頭に議会も市民もみんな平和ボケです。補佐官一人がこの政府を支えている。
They're in his fucking ear, dude.
僕一人じゃない。君たち若い世代がいる。
Yeah, dude. He's shaping up to be bad.
This is bad.
Evil.
This is bad. This is not good.
What the? I like that. I like that. I like that. Fight the power. Okay. Okay.
Oh, Buta's still in the mix.
Buta looks old as fuck.
Buta's old. Boom.
Yeah.
アンネって名前、ダヤカさん、前から考えてたみたい。よかった。
What the fuck? That's it.
I fucking knew
That's
it.
That's it. Immediately, dude.
Bro, what did I just say?
I mean, this is what they said would happen.
Bro.
Whoa! What the fuck?
She got zapped?
She is the moon, dude.
She got zapped.
突然カミナシティ上空に出現しました。まるで空間を切り裂いたかのように。もう出てるよ。間もなく敵と遭遇します。
現在敵戦闘マシンの機種特定を行っている。フラパール隊は街の破壊を止めろ。
This thing looks crazy. It's an angel.
I know, for real.
ハンドガンもブレードも効かないのか。何やってんだロシュ。
キミ大丈夫。まだ動く。けど動けるのは2機だけか。
They're gonna get overrun by fucking aliens.
顔面は螺旋王の遺物。新時代にはふさわしくないから全て破棄したのです。
グラパールはグレン・ラガンを研究し、より戦闘に特化した量産。
So they made new
grapple.
They just improved on them. So yeah, they're basically saying like these are the we improved on gunmen. Like if you just had your gunmen, they wouldn't do shit.
Right.
He's back.
Whoa.
You had to do something.
I mean, yeah.
Stay mad.
Shut this man up.
Yup.
It's made him evil.
大グレンダンレジスタンス軍、老ジノモ軍、新政府開発機。うるせえ。そんな暇あるか。ドリル、エネルギーを貯めている。よし、散々ビービー垂れ流しやがって。
See, I don't know, man.
I mean, they're probably it's gonna continue to happen.
Yeah.
Or these are gonna blow up. Oh.
Yeah. They're bombs.
Oh.
People dead. So many.
火災の被害を最小限に抑えろ。敵の正体もわからないのに闇雲に反撃して全て破壊してしまった。総司令の行動はあまりにも軽率です。
Oh, she's evil now.
あれはミア。
Oh, fuck. Anti-spirals.
地球人類が螺旋力危険レベル第2段階に達したと判断。これより人類殲滅システムを発動します。
Oh my god! All right, we gotta watch this.
There had to be some trouble. We knew that.
Yeah.
We knew the 1 million. They would have happened. It was inevitable.
No, I mean, I just didn't think, again, I didn't think it was going to happen this soon. But I really thought we were going to get to just have one episode. And then maybe at the very, 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 very end, the ticker was going to go up to 1 million. The thing was going to come down. And then next episode. But not like all that destruction. All the planets.
Oh, shit.
The song goes hard, too. The song goes hard as fuck. Oh. Okay, no next time.
Buta had the spirals too.
No next time. We can't see next time.
Buta had the spirals too.
Buta's a
What does that
alien.
mean? I feel
he's
like
an
he
anti-spiral.
is. I feel
Buta's
like
an anti-spiral. You feel like he's what? A plant. He's a plant. Holy shit.
I mean,
to say the least, honestly.
I mean.
Okay, let's focus on the just
time
positives,
skip.
the time skip first. It was incredible getting to see everybody grown up. It just does something to my heart.
I know. I had some tears. I had some tears.
I get that.
It was emotional.
Because you get to see them grow up. You get to see their life and the things that they've achieved. You know what it took them to get there. And so to see them like all happy and thriving in this society.
And it's just sad. It just made me sad because like everything that Kamina hasn't got to experience with them.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't even know. Like he doesn't know any of this happened at all.
But even to pay the respects to Kamina, I mean, make a memorial for him, even call the whole city Kamina City. I mean, I'm a sucker for time skips, especially when they're done right. And this one was done so incredibly right. Especially because, again, Roshu, I believe his name is. Roshu. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing his name. But he is a character that it makes so much sense for him to have taken this path. However, I never saw it coming.
Yeah.
I never saw it coming. And the thing is, I get his logic 100%. I get everything that he's saying and why he's doing what he's doing. But I think that he's just skewing a little bit more to the like evil side of it by making it about him being better than Simon and him being more like.
I guess you could say. I mean, there might be a part. I think there is a part of that in him. But I also think it is just like how far are you willing to go, like morally, to keep things in check, to keep things in line. You know, his mentor for the longest time was a guy who was just lying to people and saying that he could read a book when he couldn't and right. Sending people up to the surface right. to die. So it's like it makes sense as to why he's like compromising what is for the greater good, you know, and that could be in a sense evil.
And if anything, he's taking the path of the Spiral King more than Simone or Simon is. Like,
it's just a fine line. It's a super fine line. It's like, yeah, he could say like, well, it is to, you know, keep up with the census. Like, I do believe that, but also I do believe he wants the control.
Yes.
And he, you know, there might be part of him too that doesn't want people to live like that anymore. There's no reason to. Why are we still doing that? Why are we still allowing this to happen when we created this thing? Like, we are at the forefront of creating this thing. Why would people, like, it kind of disrespectful maybe in his eyes? Yeah. Like, it's super complex.
It's complex. It's nuanced. That's why I really enjoy it. It's the idea of imposing your lifestyle and your way of living onto others because it works for you and you don't understand. And you don't understand why they would want to and they would choose to live that way. But like you said, for the census and everything too.
Yeah. And also it's like you're in a high position in the government. Like, you're sitting pretty. Other people are probably not all getting the same treatment. Like, you have to think about too, like how a city runs and how, like, there's going to be people that make more money, people that don't make it. It's not like, you know, it's not everyone's equal. Yeah, it's not a utopia. So like, for him to say that, like, I don't know, it's a little bit selfish because of his position and you know, he's like besties with the guy who runs everything. So we saw that in the very beginning when everyone who was appointed there was kind of, you know, they paid their dues in battle. They didn't really pay their dues in, you know, government shit, you know.
I mean, there was no
like counting and all this shit. He's like, why would you ask them to do that? Like, why would you put that out? They don't do that shit. Like, why would you count on them to do that? And then he's like, yeah, that's my point. Like, none of you should be here. Like, none of you should be running this shit. But like, see, you were just appointed like, because you know the guy. And that's what's like, damn, bro. Like,
and you're so right. Like, they all thrived in battle. Simon too, like, thrived in battle.
He even said that.
And he thrives in this kind of situation. This is his battlefield. And it's so crazy now to look back and see, because like when he was first like put in Kamina's seat and was piloting Gurren Lagann with Simon, at first like it did make sense. It was I mean, there was a part of me that wondered why it wasn't somebody else, but it did make sense, right? And I liked that he was there, but now
it makes
he can say that he was like in Gurren too, like doing all this shit too. Like, he has just as much clout. I mean, he's done just as much shit as Simon has in a sense by just like being the co-pilot.
Yeah, he joined very early on.
Yes.
He joined early on.
Before a lot of the revolutionaries joined up too.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean, it's all position. Like, I am, you know, of course it's like you don't want to see this character go down this road, but it is so good.
It's great.
It's great storytelling.
Yep. And it makes sense for the character.
It makes so much sense. I love how Simon is like also displaying like characteristics of Kamina, and he's like more crass now, and he is like running into battle. I guess in this sense, like I don't know when was the last time he got in the Gurren, because he's like, no, don't do it. Like Roshio,
I think.
He's like, don't do it. Don't get in. You know, we have other people to fight now. But this is like the first time he was in it again. But he even said like, yeah, I feel more comfortable here than I do in like a chair, and that makes sense because he was never doing that. Liron, make total sense.
Liron's living.
Liron is the one who made it out the best.
Yeah.
And Nia, I don't know, was a Spiral King making princesses? Like, there's no way that she has to be special in some way, because if it would have been all of the Beastmen, right? That had the little
right. No, she's different.
Coated,
she's different.
Yeah, and her eyes changed. Did you notice that at the end? Her pupils were not the same at all.
Yes.
So I personally don't know if there's any coming back from this. I think
there is.
For her?
Yes. I think there is. But I had a couple thoughts initially about what was happening, but I think by the end of the episode, those were kind of like proven to be like not true. But I did think like, damn, because the way that the thing came through when it hit 1 million, it looked like it ripped through this like other dimension almost. It looked like it came not from the sky, but through the sky. You know, it looked
like it was a projection or something.
It just looked, it ripped the sky open and like came through it. It was crazy. So at first I thought like maybe they're living in some sort of, and I know this is crazy and goofy and silly, whatever, like some sort of like simulation or some sort of like artificially created thing, like world. And whenever it hits 1 million, like it just doesn't have the bandwidth, or it doesn't have the like, it can't support that many people.
I mean, that is crazy, but anything could happen in the show.
So it needs to get like shut down or whatever. But then at the end, when they said, the reason I think that that's not the case is they said that like humanity has reached like level 2. It's also crazy because, you know, conspiracy theory brain here, when people talk about the simulation or whatever, it is this idea. There's always a point in that argument of like, well, how long do you let people like go on living in the simulation when they know or become aware that they are in a simulation? So it is this also thing too that like once they reach a certain level of understanding, then they are kind of like wiped out again. And I think that's crazy too, because like take conspiracy out of it. I mean, I'm just like thinking about the way our world works in general, like some higher being, some creator of all, you know, if that person exists is real. Yeah.
Once you get to a certain point, there's like no return.
Yeah. If they exist, if that's real, and if it's not just some cosmic fluke that we're here, but there's an entity or a being behind everything, then like, how far do they let us go before we get to a point where they're like, okay, that's enough. You know, I mean, it's just
turn it down.
Yeah.
I mean, we see that with things in the world. I mean, we see that with the viruses, we see that with plagues. You know, once it gets to a certain amount, the world don't like ye. The world do not like ye, and they take a lot of us out.
Yeah.
They take a lot of us out in the process. And then we become smarter, and we make vaccines, and we no longer fear these things. And then it just goes one. I mean, but at the end of the day, you know, that's kind of the illusion that we have, because we could just get wiped out by like a solar flare. I mean, there's still so many other things out of our control.
Yeah, that we can't. Yeah,
but like in that sense, like we evolve as people and as like human beings to like fight these things that are against us.
Right.
But that we can't control that. I mean, we could probably like see it before it comes.
And either way, you're talking about something in this case too that's so advanced that they wouldn't even, because it even like it looked, and that's another thing that I loved. That it looked so much different. It looked abstract. It moved and broke itself down in ways that we have not seen in this show before. So this is a completely different entity. These are things, like you were saying, that live in space or live not and are not of this world, that are really just kind of like keeping humanity in check. I mean, again, for the sake of like them not getting too smart or too powerful, or overthrowing whatever they got going on up there.
I think it's more that. Yeah. I think it's more that, because that's kind of what happened to the Beastmen, right? Once they were able to man these gunmen, which was technology that they did not create, did not make. Once they were able to get in that and control that and make it their own, that's when they became a threat, and that's when they took over the Spiral King. I think they think the same way when it comes to, because they already did it. They already said, we axed the gunmen, we made better versions of gunmen. So I think it's just like once the humans are like evolving to a certain point, you know, that's when they have to come in and wipe them out. And with the spiral, they say anti-spiral, so like the spiral power is a really big threat to them. And I think that they will not let it get to a certain point, because if it's danger level 2, it keeps going higher and higher and higher. That's a threat to them, and they could get wiped out.
But why let them have it at all? Like if it's a thing that
it's like free will.
Yeah, it could be like a metaphor for something, right? Like
for free will.
Yeah, like for free will. I said it. I said what it's a metaphor.
There's a lot of biblical, and at least talk about the seventh day.
I mean, like Ava too, and the angels, and then that thing looked like an angel from Neon. But yeah, and just how like abstract it was.
It's the power of free will. And when we think about the power of free will, what does that have in common with drills? Just kidding. I had nothing to go off.
Interesting. But yeah, I mean, it is crazy. And I don't, it's impossible, I think, to fully understand everything that's happening right now. But you brought up an interesting point too about the Spiral King, maybe him being human at some point, him creating the Beastmen for what it seemed like was for keeping the humans underground and for keeping them from populating, exceeding 1 million, because he knew that. But it was he creating.
They weren't going out. I don't think they were going out of their way to like go into these holes and pull the people out.
Well, and you did bring up that point in the previous conversation that we had, and it's kind of echoed here by like Roshu, who's saying like, there's no way that we can count if everybody's underground. So we have to. But what I don't think that they knew, and I don't know if the Spiral King knew this or not, but what they for sure did not know is that it doesn't matter like how. I mean, they would need to keep track of it just so it doesn't hit 1 million, but whoever is up there, they have their own tracker. So even if they are, so the Spiral King, my point is, wouldn't have been able to hide them. Maybe he didn't know that they had their own counter either. Maybe his logic was if they stay
But how did he know that? That's what there's some history there that we don't know. How did he know that? He was alive when that happened.
Right.
So
it's just crazy. And the point you brought up too about Nia and what she is. She's not a beastman. She's not created. But then why
would he throw her out?
Why would he throw her out? And why did he throw out so many of them? The way that it was explained when we first met her was that he would just get bored of them and he would just toss them away and make a new one or have a new one or get a new one.
I don't know if he knew the repercussions. I don't know, because we like give him too much. Like, we give him credit because he knew that this was going to happen, but like I don't know how much he knew.
I have a theory, okay? Because we did see a figure in the OP that was a woman that was like by Nia.
I think it was just two sides of the same coin situation.
Okay, and I also thought that.
Yeah, because her eyes were different than Nia's, and I was like, because you looked different. You're like, oh, it's a different person, but I think it's just like.
It could be Nia, but just like once she's been like taken over by this like programming or whatever. But it could be, and again, I'm just humoring possibilities. It could be that whoever her mother is a part of this like other race or other species, whatever. And like since the Spiral King was the king of this world, they were just like having. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, she was maybe meant to be like an ambassador for.
But why did he throw her out? He didn't expect to see her at all.
But maybe that's why he threw her out, because he was like,
it's never going to hit 1 million.
And like maybe it wasn't like his actual daughter. So there's the possibility that they had a kid and whatever. She was half.
He just kept dropping. They just kept dropping off kids.
Half one, half human, or whatever the Spiral King was, and then half whatever the other things are. But it could also be that they kept sending down like ambassadors, right?
Yes.
And that he would like humor it for a while because he seemed like a stubborn guy, right? The Spiral King, the OG one. He like he would humor it for a while and he would say, okay, all right, like I'm doing this for peace. I'm doing this for whatever. And then he would just get in a mood and he's like, you know what? Fuck these people. Like, fuck this shit. Like,
I'll send another one.
And he would just discard them because he would know that they'd send another one down.
Interesting.
And maybe he felt like they were trying to like keep tabs on him and what he was doing, or they were trying to like, I don't know.
But I mean, he was working with them because what he was doing.
But I don't know if he was working with them or he was just trying to like
not have the world blow up.
That was just his way of not having the population exceed 1 million. But there's that, and it looks like the Beastmen are integrated. A lot of them are integrated within this society, and Viral is now kind of on the side of
the people.
I mean, of some people, it seems like, and he's just. I mean, what an interesting place for them to be in without purpose, right? Like they have to find their own purpose now. And I don't think they ever had to think about that before.
Yeah, I wonder if there's any, issues with like the Beastmen integrating with society. I wonder if they're like not treated the best because, what happened before.
Yeah.
Not saying it was their fault, but some of them, the commanders liked killing people. So I don't know, but it's just interesting.
Yeah, there's so much to really like think about and unpack, and you definitely called that baby being the 1 millionth, and it was like as soon as it was that happened. There might be no coming back for Nia, but I think there will be, but I don't think it's going to be for a long time. I think this might be like something that they have to deal with until the end of everything of this series. But man, I mean, the way everything is set up, oh God, it's so good. It's so good. And now we're getting into like moral and ethical dilemmas and the whole world. I mean, we don't know anything. I mean, that's the name of this episode. Everything is getting flipped on its head. And we're just seeing even Simon, how he is kind of like not. So Roshu shouldn't be doing what he's doing. He shouldn't be doing it the way he's doing it. But he has like underneath all that shit, a good reason for it. And Simon, as the supreme commander, he shouldn't be doing all the things that he's doing either, like running in. I mean, I know he wants to protect people and I know he wants to save the city. And I think at the end, when that big threat was attacking the city, I think then he should have stepped in. But like he should save himself for like those moments. Like when it's other shit happening in the I know he wants to be everywhere, but he does have a duty.
There. It was a hologram.
No, I know, but he wanted to go. He wanted to go, and they stopped him from going. And he was like kind of upset about that. Like he should be like putting his attention elsewhere. But I understand it too. I understand.
Again, it's like he's young as fuck. I mean, they're probably not even more than 20 years old.
Yeah.
So of course, a 20-year-old kid's gonna be like, "Send me into action! Like, send me in! Like, I want to go fight," because that's all he knows.
Yeah, and I get that. And I get that. And I think he's still way more morally correct than Roshu is, but again, Roshu's making valid points.
I think Simon's on the side of like trying to make everyone happy, and that's just not how things are done. Like you have to make sacrifices, you have to figure it out. Like again, like when it comes to mentors, like Simon's mentor like didn't give a fuck, whatever it took. He knew that like there needed to be sacrifices, but at the same time, like he didn't want to make any. Yeah. He wanted to protect like everyone. He wanted to do everything. He wanted to fight the guy. He like everything he thought he could do, he went to go do, I guess.
Right.
And that's why like it's really important to like look at those like figures for both of them, because it tells so much to who they are right now.
And that's what I think is just another interesting conversation. And part of it is because like the world isn't really like, he's not really needed in that way anymore. So like, what does that do to him? And it's a whole separate conversation that we don't need to have, but because it is an also like unfortunate situation in a lot of cases. But I mean, even in the real world, like people who've gone to war and then come back to get reacclimated into society when they're not like needed in that way anymore. I mean, it's hard. Like and I can't even imagine. Like I can't even imagine what that feels like. It's just crazy, man. This show's got it all. It's absolutely incredible. And Yoko, of course, like being gone. She's not one for politics. She's not one for all this. Maybe a lot of them aren't, but she was the one to say it.
Yeah. She's gonna come back. Obviously, she's gonna be back, and I mean, maybe both of them need it.
Yeah,
both of them need it.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude, this flipped everything on its head. There's so much more we could talk about, but for the sake of keeping it tight, this will probably be the end of our conversation and reaction to episode 16. Well, no, it was 15 and 17 because we skipped 16.
Yes.
Holy shit. Definitely leave your comments below and let us know what your thoughts and feelings were when you got to this point, because me and Mehgan just seeing this, it blew us away, shocked us both. And yeah, remember, if you want to see the full uncut, unedited, uncensored version of these episodes, access to the backlogs and exclusive content, early access, you can do that by becoming a Patreon member by going to patreon.com/volume1pod. patreon.com/volume1pod. If you would like to support in other ways for absolutely free, then you can do that by subscribing, liking, commenting. Like I said, that helps us out so much. Becoming a Patreon member helps, but we understand and completely understand that people are in different financial situations. So if you're at a point in a place where you cannot give, or it's just not your thing to give in that way, then we appreciate that, but we also appreciate the liking and the subscribing because it helps to spread our videos to more people, and that really does mean just as much to us. So however you show your support, we love you for it. We'll be back to react to the next couple of episodes, and I can't wait. This is going to be hard. It's going to be hard to wait. The only thing left to do now is to get out of here on our outro that is always the same and never changes, which today, Mehgan, is
Fly me to the moon.
Fly me to the moon. It's good.
Over the moon for Gurren.
We're over the moon for Gurren. I like Fly Me to the Moon.
Okay.
I like Fly Me to the Moon. Thank you for watching. Thank you for any and all ways that you show your support. And until next time, fly me to the moon! That's what's going on up there.
Yeah.
Anti-spiral.
More like
anti-spiral. Okay. You like him now.
Yeah, I like him now.
Yeah. I always had a soft spot for him. I knew. Now I know why.